This is one of the business that you could invest in if you are coming to Zimbabwe, and it could give you what I can say quick returns, or it can give you stability when you come back home. One of the biggest worries that I've observed in the comment section and in the people that have contacted me after this video is that they don't have financial stability and they are scared of getting into business when they come back home because they are scared of getting scammed. One of the most frustrating things that you can find when you come back home is not to have money, because it's very, very frustrating because the needs here that you find are very enormous. So you need some financial stability. And I've got a solution for you. Please keep watching this video as I'm going to unpack this idea that I think you could implement and make money or get stability when you come back home. One might be wondering, what could be the idea? This is the idea. This is what I'm talking about. It is doable. I'll tell you what is the idea. Right now, I am about to construct a goat pen. Just right here. You see there? I'm going to construct a goat pen that looks like in my language, they call it wazi, which means that a granary. What I'm talking about here is goats are one of the most quickest way. It's not a quick cash return, but it's a quickest way of you getting from being unstable or financial instability and a bit of financial stability. I'll tell you what. Let me explain one of the things that I have observed here when they talk about goat business. It is easy to invest. That's number one. Number two, goats grow at a very exponential rate, and goats are very easy to manage. They are not prone to as many diseases. And number three is that goats are actually a demand in Zimbabwe, and the demand, we can't even make it. And one good example that you could see right now, there are two guys that are in prison, Mike Chimombe and Moses Mpofu, because of Nyaya Yembudzi. Now, for you to understand what was happening, the presidential goat scheme was for them to grow as many goats as they can so that they can supply the likes of countries like Dubai, countries in the Middle East. They want as many goats because they don't grow there because of what conditions. So here in Africa, we can do that, especially here where I am in Gokwe. So if you're a Gokwe person or in any other parts of the country, most parts of Zimbabwe, goats are not a problem. This is one of the pillars that I'm going to be using as for the goat pen. And you may ask, how much do I need to invest in? How much do I need for me to invest or to start goat farming? Here is the idea. Let's say you have $500. If you are going to invest, if you are going to buy if you're going to buy 20 goats, right? These are Mashona goats. I'm talking about Mashona goats. You buy 20 Mashona goats. You buy those 20 Mashona goats, and then you can, these are the options that you have. You can look around, like here in Gokwe where I am, there are so many guys who have got Boer goats. Some have got Kalahari goats, right? You have got $500. Go and buy the Mashona goats. Don't go for the Boer and the Kalahari. Go and buy Mashona goats. And now what you do is find a farmer that you can talk to. That's the beauty of living in the rural areas. Find a farmer, and that farmer that has got pure breeds of Boer or Kalahari. And from there, what you are trying to do there is you are trying to increase the mass of your goats, right? From the Mashona goats, they are no longer just Mashona goats. They are now a mixed breed, and that's where you start. So with $500, you can buy, for example, 20 goats at the price of maybe between $25 to $30, depending on the area where you are. Right here where I am, goats can go for around $30, $25, $30. But the good time for you to invest, if you're coming home this December, right? In January, before you leave, Put your money aside. Come January, when people are looking for school fees for their kids, go and buy your goats. That is the perfect time when people are a little bit broke. They can sell their goats maybe for a cheaper price. That is the idea. Now, let's talk about the management of goats. The management of goats is quite easy in the sense that even whilst you're still in South Africa, maybe you are giving yourself 6 months or a year to come back home. You can invest in goats. In the stint of 6 months, those goats, if you have invested in 20 female ones, you are assured that the number 20 that we have would have doubled or tripled, because Mashona goats, they give birth to at least 3 kids, and the 3-2-1. So what you're looking at after 6 to 12 months, you're looking at 20 plus 20 plus another 20, or probably that means that you would have 60 goats at the end of 6 months to a year. So that way, in the event that you have struggled financially or you need home needs, there are some things that you need at your farm, you can take one of those goats. As I said, that you need to then inbreed them with Kalahari and Boer. Those goats will now fetch you a good price. Now, if you're going to sell each goat maybe at $150 or $100, now you are saying 150 times 10, you have $1,500. You can do something with that $1,500. It can cover you to buy, maybe you want to send your kids to school, maybe you want to cover anything that you want to cover with 1,500 at the end of 2 years. That would be good money. So that's the reason why you need to invest in goats. One thing that I want you to understand when you want to invest in goat farming is that as much as it looks like it's a quick get rich quick, it's not. You must be able to wait, because goats, they also need vaccination. You must have a vet kit for your goats, and you can manage goats whilst you are in South Africa or in any other country. You are watching your goats grow. Your head of goats probably gets to 300 or 200. Now, when you come back home, you don't have to struggle now to start a project. Maybe you want to then venture into the likes of pig farming. You want to venture into other ventures. Maybe you want to do layers or something like that. But with your goat project, I can guarantee you, I can assure you, at the end of the year, of the calendar year, if you are going to invest this December, come next December, you thank me to say, I wish I had known. Because if you are going to invest in 20 goats, put $500 aside. Go into your rural area. Don't rush when others are going back in January. Wait until maybe mid-January. Then you buy your goats. And you leave 20 of your goats, and you find maybe a herder that you can pay probably $60 per month, knowing that at the end of the year, you are planning to relocate. Now, the reason why I would say do that, because it's a project that is easy to manage. And number two, it is also a project that you can do that does not give you so much financial loss and so much financial strain on you when you're starting. I want to throw in a scripture that is very important for your decision. The Bible says, you must build your business first, then you build your house. Build your business first, and then you build your house. That is in the book of Proverbs. You first build your business, and then your business is going to build your house. What I'm talking about here is build a small house like the one that I have here, and a goat pen. Start that. And what it will allow you to do is you are going to build a business, because building a house requires a lot of money, and the house has got its language. If you go into the bedroom, there's a language that is in the bedroom. If you go into the dining, there's a language that is there in the dining. There are so many demands. You find out that this year what is trending are maybe beige curtains. You want to change those curtains. That is money that you are losing. But if you have built a business like goat goat business, you are building towards getting to Boer goats, which fetch maybe $500 per goat. You build that business. Once that business is now able to take care of you, to take care of your kids, to do whole lot of things, now you can now build a house, which means that it is now easier. So we follow that principle, which says build your business first and then build your house. So do not come back home and start to build a house, because your money is going to get finished in you trying to build a house, because you are not going to collect any profit from it. But if you are going to build a business, maybe you are not going to go into goat farming, you're going to go into piggery, you're going to go into road runners, you're going to go into turkeys, you're going to go into any other business. But what I'm encouraging you is come here, build a small structure, build the business, and let the business take care of you. Now, one thing that you might ask is, where is your confidence? Where is such confidence to say, do this goat project, do this goat project, it will succeed? I've got a primary school teacher who is also doing goats about 5 kilometers away from me. He has got close to 300 goats. And people in the area, they are telling me that he started not more than 2 years ago, this goat project. So there is assurance that you can make money. And also my one last assurance that I want to give you, you see those logs that are there? Right. Okay. So that is your assurance. When I'm going to start this project, I'm going to be with you. I'm going to be giving you every step of the way. If I'm going to fail, we're going to fail together. So if you are saying, I want to jump into this goat project, do it on your own and let's grow together. When you're coming this December, reserve money aside, maybe $500, and put that money aside to a goat project. And this is going to be your fallback plan whenever everything fails. If you come back here, maybe you are doing a business, you know that you have got a backup plan of goats. Those goats can send your children to school and everything. They can help you to start other projects. So I'm going to do this because I have done my research. I've inquired in many people who are doing practical goat farming. And I am very much assured that if I start this project, I know at the end of 6 months, at the end of a year, in 2 years' time, you will not know how many goats I'll be having here. So I am positive about this project, and I am advising you to say, instead of whining that I don't have enough money, start this goat project in plan or in preparation to say, in 2 years' time, maybe my permit is expiring. In a year's time, maybe my permit is expiring, my contract is expiring. Let me invest in this goat project. And as I'm doing these days, please, I kindly ask you, if it is your first time to stumble upon this video or to stumble upon this channel, kindly subscribe, like this video, because it will help me to create more content that is free, and not only create more content that is free, but also to make sure that it reaches as many people as possible. I want to thank everyone who has liked, subscribed, and shared the video or my previous videos. You are so important to me. I can't thank you enough. And everyone that called, everyone that contacted me, everyone that encouraged me in the comment section, let's keep the fire burning. And if you have got any ideas that you want to give me also that I can implement, I'm also open to that. Please get in touch with me. The number is in the description box below, or you can find it if you go on our Facebook page, JCTV Africa. That being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. And it's bye for now.